How important is it for married women to have friendships with other women? I think we're not recognizing just how important it is. So, I'd like to give a few reflections on this in this form: the need, the obstacles, a plan. The need. Friendship is central in human life, always. If we're ever going to become the people that we can and should be, we need to have certain kinds of friendships going on. For those of us who are married, it is the case that the most important human friendship we have will be with our spouse. But that doesn't mean it's exclusive in the sense of making the other friendships be unimportant. There's something unique about a female-female friendship. It provides something that nothing else provides in a woman's life. This takes nothing away from the power beauty of the marriage relationship with its complementarity. But with another woman, a woman can have a friendship with, as it were, a deeper sameness as opposed to complementarity, which always implies difference. And there's something unique and important about that sameness where someone who's like you will be able to get you in a way that you need to be gotten. So I'd like to suggest that this is in fact a very, very important part of being a wife, a mother, of the woman you're called to be, that you have deep, rich female friendships. The obstacles. Frankly, I think the biggest obstacle is that we don't have a clear notion of the need. And not having a clear notion of the need, we don't go about getting it and forming these and cultivating, because the reality is we do need to cultivate them. Right there next to that is it might be the case, not always, but it might be the case that your husband doesn't recognize the importance of this. I certainly can relate to that as a husband. I know that I struggle with this. I certainly can say I didn't recognize how important this was for my wife. It didn't really come across my radar. So I think both of these obstacles can be addressed really in the same fundamental way of you, a wife, need to get a clear notion and a clear conviction about how important this is for you. Be able to articulate it to yourself so you don't feel guilty or wonder whether this is worth going after. And then you can articulate it clearly to your husband and help him see just how big a difference this is going to make for you. And therefore, by the way, for your relationship too. One more obstacle is the time obstacle. Time is always at a premium. This is very understandable. But what can we say other than time will always be at a premium? And so in the end, it's a matter of priorities. And I'm suggesting when we see the need, we're going to say, let's make this a priority. So that brings us to the plan. The key step in the plan is precisely prioritize it. Recognizing the need, we're going to prioritize it and say, somehow we're going to find the time for this. I know. You might be thinking, how will I possibly fit that in? But isn't this the way life is? That we're always looking for how we're going to fit things in. And that is a matter of priority. And in the end, yes, it's not the first priority, but it is an important one. And it feeds back into all the other ones. Again, it's going to be important to be the wife, to live the faith life that you want to live, which is a great priority perhaps for you. This is going to feed back into that. The second part of the plan is be discerning about with whom you go deeper. We see this as we mature in life. And just there's some relationships where it's really not going to be able to go deeper, particularly because time is at a premium. We're going to be discerning and say, it's with this one or these two that I'm going to invest the time. and cultivate the relationship. That's key. Being discerning in that way is going to make all the difference. Again, sometimes there'll be a misfire. We do our best in being discerning from the start. The final suggestion as regards the plan is look for activities that have multi-value in this way. It's something, say, some work or some leisure that you wanted or needed to do anyway, and then do that together with the person who already is your friend or that you want to cultivate that deeper friendship with. This is really big, particularly when it comes back to the time thing. This isn't what we call multitasking. This is, I think, actually better than multitasking. This is doing activities that have multi-value at one time. You're doing something you needed or wanted to do, and it has a certain richness to it that you're able to share, and in that grow another friendship. In the end, great friendships are always a masterpiece, simply in themselves, and so worthwhile. But these also will have the added fruit of adding to all the other things in life that are so important for us.